Hi everyone, so I don't know if you saw my last upload, but you can probably tell by the title of this video, we are going through a major winter storm here in Dallas, Texas. Although the snow is so beautiful, this is also very unusual for us here, and weather like this is not something our state is typically equipped to handle. According to the latest news reports that I have read, around 2 million homes throughout the state of Texas have lost heat, power, and water. I am so grateful that we are home right now and that we are not traveling. I know over the weekend there were thousands of flights canceled across the country. I know that the light rail system here in Dallas was down, the Skylink at the airport was down, and unfortunately, due to this storm, there have been fatalities and car accidents and homes that pipes have burst and their house is now completely flooding. It is just really sad and very scary, but right now I am just feeling so thankful that we are home and safe. I was honestly shocked to see how much snow had actually stuck to the ground. It felt like I was in Colorado, definitely not Texas, but obviously Luna loved it. This morning, Eric and I woke up and we have no power in our house. Our heater is not working, but luckily we still have water. We obviously can't cook anything because everything is off. So it looks like for today we will be eating cereal and probably PB&Js. Since the power is out, we're just gonna spend all day laying in bed snuggling with Luna. She'll keep us warm. Eric grew up in Colorado, so he is much more used to this kind of weather. So our power came back on, which is great, but we believe our water is being shut off because we can no longer flush our toilets. And we just got a notice from our city that we should boil any tap water before we drink it. So right now we are walking to a gas station to get bottles of water and other things to drink and any snacks as well. This is crazy. I have never experienced anything like this in my life. Thank goodness the gas station is open and we can get something to drink. Can tell that someone doesn't like being cooped up in the house during this storm. Luna. Luna. I know, calm down. I know we can't go outside and play as much. I'm sorry. It's been a few days since I have updated you guys last, but we are driving for the first time since the storm hit. And by we, I mean Eric, because he is used to driving in Colorado and I am not. We are heading to the grocery store because we desperately need water and food. We definitely need water. We're thinking maybe paper plates and plastic utensils, which we normally never use, but we're still on a water boil notice here in our town, so we can't wash our dishes. And our house is a mess. It's driving me nuts, but it's okay. I am so curious to see once we get to the grocery store if it's going to be completely wiped out or if there is still food there for us. All of these gas stations close to us are going to be closed. Gas stations have no gas because they can't get it delivered. And I've also noticed that our garbage trucks obviously have not been able to come to our neighborhood this week. So I think everything's just really backed up right now and it's gonna take a while for the Dallas-Fort Worth area to recover from the storm. There's actually more supplies here in the grocery store than I had originally thought, but if you would have told me a year ago that I would be wearing a mask and walking into the grocery store in Texas in the middle of a snowstorm, I don't think I would have believed you. As you can see, some things are wiped out, but there's still plenty of stuff in the aisles to get. There is a 2 bread limit per person though. It's been a few hours since we have gotten back from the store, and I'm about to make us just a really simple dinner for tonight. One thing we noticed at the store, like I showed you guys, was there were certain items where you could only take 2 per customer. One of those was bread and the other one was water, and I want to say it was milk and a few other things. You could only take 1 or 2 per customer, and I wonder if that's because some people might be hoarding those items. Honestly, brought me back some memories from the very beginning of the pandemic when everyone just went and grabbed a ton of toilet paper and the stores were wild and crazy. Had a little bit of a flashback of that today, and it kind of makes me wonder, how many times are we going to live through these really big historical events? Once this water starts boiling for a few minutes, I'll make our pasta. Yeah, this is what we're gonna eat for dinner tonight. It's just a chicken and mozzarella ravioli. And then I don't think you have to use sauce, but I'm gonna use this Rayo's homemade tomato basil. We also did get some plastic plates from the grocery store, and excuse my kitchen, we cannot do dishes, so it is a mess. But I think we're just gonna eat out of these Tupperware containers tonight because I don't really have much else for us. Do any of you live somewhere that is so cold that a winter storm like this is completely normal for you and doesn't even faze you at all? When we lived in Colorado, we definitely had some days that snowed a lot and got into the negatives, but we also lived in a state that was better equipped to handle it and knew what to do. Here in Texas, our buildings don't have the proper infrastructure to handle that really cold weather, and that's why you're seeing everyone's power go out and the pipes are bursting. We are just not meant for this kind of weather. But luckily, we are through the worst of this storm, and I think over the weekend it's supposed to warm up, so hopefully the snow will all melt. And then I was looking at the weather for next weekend, and it's gonna be in the high 60s, low 70s. I don't know what to believe. I just think that is nuts. How can you go from a winter storm this weekend to warm and sunny the next? Here is my pasta. It is so good, and it takes all of like 5 minutes maybe to cook. I am going to eat and continue watching Vampire Diaries on Netflix. I am currently on season 4, episode 10. Every night when I'm eating dinner in bed, Luna likes to sit here and beg. I already fed you dinner, miss. Good afternoon, everyone. I really believe we are through the worst of this storm. It is 37 degrees Fahrenheit out. The sun is out and the snow is melting. The roads are so much clearer now, and it just feels so nice outside now. Right now, I am taking Luna out on her first walk in about a week. Pretty sure she is super excited to leave the house again. So as you can see, this road right here is still a little bit icy, but some of the snow is definitely melting, and then you have roads like this where it's completely paved. The park is still pretty snow covered. It looks beautiful though. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys too that our water pressure is back on, so we can flush our toilets and do all of that good stuff. But we're still on a water boil notice, which means that our pipes are likely contaminated in the city that we live in. So right now we are just trying to be extra cautious, and we're not doing any dishes, we're not doing any laundry or anything like that. And we got an email this morning that was saying that within the next few days we should know if they are able to lift the water boil notice or not. So hopefully that will happen soon so we can, you know, just kind of get things back to normal. But I really feel for all of the people who are suffering way worse than we did throughout this storm. And I know there are so many people throughout Austin and Houston and other places where they lost power for 30 plus hours. They don't even have power yet, some people, and their water's off. And it's just been really, really difficult for them. And I can only imagine what it's like to go through that. And in all honesty, I think it's gonna take the state of Texas a while to completely recover from this. But, you know, day by day, things will continue to get better. And I've done a little bit of research on ways that we can help and organizations that we can donate to. So I will make sure to put those in my description box below if you would like to help contribute to families in need here in Texas. What other fun things do I have going on this week? Oh, Monday, I have an appointment to go pick up my flight attendant equipment. So my badge, my tablet, all of that good stuff. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that video. I hope that you all are staying healthy and safe. Thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting me and my channel. You all truly do mean the world to me, and I'll see you all next time.